Alright guys, welcome back. This is another episode of Canaan Ranch. We're just going to jump right into it today. We will be washing and painting the outside of the house. The reason we're doing this is simply just to kind of make our environment a little more aesthetically appealing to the eye. It just gives us a little more motivation to want to be there and something pleasing to look at. Essentially, we are going to re-side the outside of the house, but nevertheless, we are just wanting to paint it just to kind of like freshen up things and just to give it a different look for a little bit. Right now, I'm just going through and I'm what is considered cold washing the house. There's no chemical or heat to this pressure washer. I'm just simply knocking down the algae and the dirt, just so that way the paint will adhere to the house. Nothing fancy, just basically getting all the filth off of it. Definitely satisfying watching that dirt just wash away. This was actually one of the cleaner sides of the house, the back side. It definitely cleaned up the best in my opinion. Now the crazy thing about this that I'm washing is basically like a garage slash like carport type thing, but you can't actually pull a car into it. And I actually plan to tear this down and turn it into a screened in front porch, but for now we're just, like I said in prior episodes, we're just making the best with everything that we got, and we're just kind of figuring things out as we go along as to how we want things to function, to flow, and to be able to utilize, and what's practical for us. Now I'll tell you what's not practical is the fact that I washed this porch, lanai area, and oddly enough we don't want it. We decided we were going to tear it down and everything, so I just kind of got in the groove and the motions of washing and just started washing anything and everything in my path, only to realize when I was done with that process that it's going bye-bye. Alright, so a lot of the times you'll see that we're in different clothes or different settings or whatever. The weather looks different. That's because we work jobs and we don't technically live here just yet. And so we have to do a lot of these things in installments. But right now what you can see is what I talked about earlier, and that was tearing down this front porch. It was completely dilapidated, and Kim, unfortunately, at one point when we were here, basically fell through one of the planks, and I decided this isn't even worth salvaging. Essentially, it's not even anything that I would want to try to rehabilitate. I figured I just want a fresh new look for the front of the house, so I want to start with a clean slate, and the first things first, you got to tear it all down and clean it all up.
Alright, so as you can see, I didn't do much demo. It is currently 102 degrees out, and with this, that's not really my style. So the boys took the job by the horn. All we have is the roof left, and we hope you enjoy watching that timber.
Okay, so now we're getting to this concrete ramp, and I tell you what, man, this thing was solid. I'm talking sometimes even a foot thick, man. It was insane. And we beat on this thing for quite some time. And oddly enough, this was actually poured right over another set of steps. But I mean, we gave it our best shot, and we just kept plugging away and plugging away. And it was hot, man. It was really hot out there. But we definitely gave it a good effort, and at some point we just called it a day and said, you know what, we have a big enough pile to try to get rid of, and we'll go. So I had to come back to that concrete slab on a different day, and you'll be able to see that in an update video. But nevertheless, yeah, it's quite a chore. Quite a chore.
All right, so we got a lot of the concrete out. Side note, I personally wanted to keep it, and concrete over it. Grant said if we did that it would end up cracking and wouldn't be the best. We got the half of the deck that we wanted to take out, and dumpster comes later this month for us to load all this up in the dumpster. So currently it's in our front yard. Wood pile there, concrete pile there. But the rain's about to come, and so we are gonna call it a day. The reason why we kind of like did this project is because we're wanting to paint the front of the house, and obviously we don't want to paint it twice.
All right, new day, fresh start, brand new perspective, feeling energized and ready to go. Started busting out with the roller and decided that was taking too long, so I did what any husband would do and finally listened to his wife, who had said that the sprayer would be much faster. Now, in the prior video I told you that Kim was doing the wall while we were doing the roof, as you can see us up there, and this is footage of that actually happening. There's Jackie doing her thing, and the kids are helping. I just love it when they're pitching. And we had to move that tent every so often because it was just hot out there. And so she's just plugging away. Trooper, super trooper out there, just pregnant and painting along. Getting it done. Definitely want to give a big shout out to my wife for all the effort she put into painting probably the largest wall on the exterior of our house. So you're probably wondering why I only used the sprayer on one side of the house, and that was simply because on that particular day it wasn't very windy, and I just didn't want to overspray on anything around the property or someone else's house basically. And now you can see we're making our way around to the back side of the house, and it's going rather smoothly. Definitely a little bit of an overcast that day, so it was really nice. Alright, well, we are wrapping it up as far as the painting on the house. We're getting almost back around to the front end. I thank you guys for joining us for another project out here at Canaan Ranch. If you guys are interested in videos like this of the rehabilitation of this property, then please be sure to keep tuning into our channel, because that is the direction that we will be going in for quite some time. There's some after photos. I thank you guys once again, and until next time, guys, take care.